Hello, welcome to stream. Oh baby, I did just kind of wake up, so I'm feeling a little scrungly today. But hello and welcome. Um, this might be a shorter stream because I'm not entirely sure what I want to do yet. I was thinking maybe I could get the quick attack system to work. But before I even get into that, I just want to mention that there's now a completely different way that I've done the basic attacking. So last stream I set it up so that it was switching based off of like an integer. So each individual animation was set to an integer, and there was basically like a selector that was like either play this one or this one, and it was like setting an integer value so that it knows what animation to play. Now it's all in one animation, and it's basically like in sections. So I have all the animations here in one montage, and it's all doing a thing. And so, yeah. I don't know why these are... Oh, no, those are good. Never mind. Yeah. So, now what's basically happening is it's all stored in one montage, and it's all being controlled through notifies and through, like, basically the animation blueprint. I mean, I have these blueprint instances here, and these notify states that have most of the code on them. So it's like so for example, this is the combo notify state. This is this right here. So anytime the part of the animation plays that's within this notify, it executes this code basically. So all this is doing is setting what the next combo should be when I press the button. That's basically all it's doing. So yeah, and then this is like determining if I should have input or not, and this is determining when the hitbox appears on the weapon. And the reason for all this is because I knew that the way I'd done it last stream was very unoptimized and very poor. So I did look up a tutorial to be like, is there a better way of doing this? And this is what they came up with. There's still a lot of organizing I need to do. I mean, it works, but there's a lot of like blueprint instances and a lot of notifies that I could probably condense into one thing. But for now, we got it, and it's good, and this is what it looks like. So let me just get my controller. And yeah, it works pretty well. You know, it's oh, and you can I have it set up so that you can dodge roll out of it and like cancel it. So you're doing the third hit, and then you can cancel out of it with a dodge roll. And you can do that for any of the animations. So you don't have to wait for the animation to finish when you're attacking. And I want to keep this like this because in Kingdom Hearts you have to wait for your attack to finish in order to do anything out of it. So you have to wait for the full animation to finish before you can dodge roll or do anything out of it. With this, I feel like it makes gameplay a lot easier, but also like a lot more fluid, I think. And I don't know, maybe once I get further into development, I don't know, it might change. But for now, I think the only trade-off here is that maybe you don't get the full hit from the you know, the third hit of the combo. Because you're dodge rolling away, you're realizing that, oh, maybe your hits aren't doing as much as they could be, and you need to just get out of there as quick as you can. So, you know, you just dodge roll out of there. And yeah. So, and I also, I'm also made this enemy you could kick around. I did this last stream, but, you know, you could kick them around. And it's a lot more optimized, too. So, before, the hitbox was just always active on the weapon. So, I could just, like, kind of poke this thing, and then it would move and get hit. Now, not only is the hitbox not active, but also when I hit it, it only hits it once. So what it was doing before was basically it would smack it, and then for multiple frames while the hitbox was still in the enemy, it would hit it multiple times. So now I have it so that as soon as it hits the enemy, it adds it to an array of enemies that it's already hit for that animation, and then make sure that anytime the hitbox is still within that same enemy, it doesn't hit it again. So I'll be able to hit multiple enemies with one swipe. So you should be able to see in the top left corner, it says BP_static enemy is the one that I hit. I can also hit the rotating enemy, and as you can see up there, it is still able to hit them. So I can still hit multiple enemies with one sword hit, but yeah, it's not going to hit the same enemy multiple times until the animation is completed, or until the next hit happens, or, you know, stuff like that. So I could still, and this is still very, very jank, but that's something I have to do for another time. So yeah, it's, you know, it's pretty fun to just kick this guy around. But one thing I think I do want to set up, and I don't know if I'll even be able to fully do it today, because I don't even know how to go about doing this. I want to set it up so that if you spam the button, you start to do like quick attacks. And I want a thing that basically switches between doing your 3-hit combo and your quick attacks. So if you just decide to spam the button, you just spam the attack. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. For now, I'm just gonna put all this in a folder real quick and just call it attack blueprints, and then just basically put all this into there. Actually, I'll leave that, because I might be using that. I'm just gonna drag all that in there. And then, yeah, I guess without further ado, I apologize if I'm, you know, again, silent throughout most of this. It's just because I'm basically trying to figure out what to do. So what I want to do is I want to set up the system first. I want to set up the system for the quick attacks, and then I'll make a way for you to be able to switch between them, essentially. So yeah. First of all, I'm just gonna disconnect this and just set it aside. So I want to, first of all, make a montage. Animation montage for Jimmy. We'll call it quick attack montage. And then we'll put both of our quick attacks here. So that's left quick and right quick. Where are you? There you are. We have left quick, we have right quick. And I'm just gonna give these sections here. So this is left. This, add a new section. Can't go frame by frame. Right. Come on, you. Just zoom in. Precise as possible. Here we go. Oh. Come on. There we go. That'll work. We'll just section. Right. There we go. And then these need to be individual. They can't link into each other. So there we go. And then... Yep, that looks good. And then I'm just gonna... Actually, no, the timing will be fine. Gonna get rid of that. So... I'm thinking... Let's see, what do I have in here? This just has a function to play the montage, and it's okay. Right. So where is this? That's being referenced in here, right? Yeah. So I need to add a thing at the end of here to be like, what type of montage is it going to be? And to do that, I need to add another numerator. So... gonna call it attack style, and then this will be either combos or quick attacks. So switch on E attack style. So there's no way to actually switch between these yet. So it's always going to be selected to do quick attacks. But at least I'll be able to have that connected. And then that'll work. So coming off of quick attacks, I'm just going to duplicate this. Hook that up, and then oh boy, what are you doing? I can just basically duplicate this. So this will be left, and this will be right. And then I'll make this the quick attack montage. And since there aren't multiple sections to this, we could call this just left and then right. So left and right. So actually, we can pop this back up here and reconnect these, because this isn't where we're going to determine how to switch between the two. It's going to be in the animation blueprint. So, yeah. Sure. Will this just work? Yeah, it sure will, except I can't do it multiple times. Because of the whole, it's turning the attack input off thing. So you know what? Just for testing purposes, I'm gonna disconnect this. So it doesn't turn off the attack input. And then, yeah, no, that just works. Cool and neat. All right, swell. So I'm gonna pop this back in here because first thing we're gonna do is we're going to come in here. We're gonna set up our notifies. So we're not gonna make it so you can attack again right away until about this point, or about like maybe here. So we can add back in our notify. Here. So that would be, I believe, just this. So all this notify does is turns on the attack input. And then we'll do the same about here. So that's frame 19, so we want frame 29. And then do that. And that should just work, right? Yeah, there we go. Except maybe I do want to make it so that you could do it a little quicker. So like frame 7. Let's 16. 26. Okay, yeah, that feels better. I do want to turn the timing down just a little bit. So blend time, we'll try like 0.1. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. Looks good. So obviously, there's no hitbox active. So I'm debating, I'm not entirely sure if I want you to be able to just spam one button and to just have it go in the one direction, or because I was thinking about this, I almost wonder if you should be able, like if you're in quick attack mode, if you have to do them alternating in order to incentivize you to go back into doing your 3-hit combo, or to like time it right. But I don't know if I do this, it might be later. I at least might want to just set up the system first. So also it is a little awkward. Well, if you find a rhythm for it, it's not that bad to alternate between pressing square and X like this. But you should just be able to spam. What's interesting is it's actually slower to spam it than it is to do it with timing. It's like there's a buffer to it or something, or like, I don't know, that's so weird. Anyway, right, so now we just need to bring in the notify, and I'm just gonna open up this just to have it as a reference. It's just so I know where my notifies are. And I think actually all we need is the hitbox notify. So we'll just add that in. So that's starting from maybe like here. So frame 2. We'll just add in our hitbox. And that will go until frame 10. Frame 2 to frame 10. the hitbox will be active, and then so frame 21 here. Frame 29 it would be. There we go. Let's see if that works. So now I should be able to kick the guy around with the quick attacks. Yeah, there we go. And it's still doing the... heck yeah. There we go. Alright, so we got the quick attack system to work pretty flawlessly. I almost wonder if this should be even sooner. Because it still feels just a little awkward. A little. I don't know, like a frame sooner. But feels better. What if I just want to spam the button? Yeah, it's like spamming the button. Like, I hear this is me spamming it. And then doing it with timing. It's like... It's so weird how it feels like doing it with timing is faster than just spamming it. Anyway, enough of that. We do need a new notify to... Okay, so now we're gonna... this is the tough part. We need to determine how we switch between the two things. So either combos or quick attack. So I could switch them manually here, and this should still work. So now I switched it to combos. So now it's the 3-hit combos again. I just need to find a way to be able to switch between the two. So the idea is, if you hit the button early in the 3-hit combos, then it switches to quick attacks. And then after the quick attack, if you time the button again, it switches back to the 3-hit combo. So I'm thinking, like, maybe here is when it's like, hey, if you hit the button again, it switches. So I almost wonder... I think here, under play montage, I want to add another input to be like attack style. And this is going to be the enumerator. Attack style. So now in here, there's another little pip I could just plug in there. So now in here, there's another thing here. I almost wonder if I should promote this to a variable. Say that's the attack style, so that I could set it. Yeah, so I'll be able to set it, and then it should be fine. I shouldn't need any more notes than that. So I know I'm gonna need a new notify. So I'm gonna come in here and be like, blueprint class, excuse me, anim notify. And this will be BP attack style notify. I almost wonder if I should make 2. Oh, this could be pretty easy if I just... I'm gonna rename this. Or, oh, you know what? Actually, no, I'll make it... So the difference between a anim notify and a notify state is a notify is a single pip on the timeline. So, for example, this is a notify, so it's a single pip, and it's if it passes this notify, some code executes. And a notify state is 2 pips that go like in between. So as long as, so if it passes this first notify, some code executes, and if it passes this notify, then some code executes. So it's either notify begin and notify ends, and as long as the animation's within these two, some code executes basically. So I think I just want a single pip. I want 2 single pips so that I can either have 1 or 2 at a time. So this will switch it to the combos. So attack style, oops, combos, and then I'll duplicate this, and this will be attack style quick. So it either switches to the combos or it switches to the quick attack. So now I can add that into here. So at about here, I'll just add a new track just to make everything clear. About here, I want to add it so it switches to the combos. So that's about 4 frames. So it ends on frame 38, so 34 when I want it to do it for the right. So we'll switch it to there. So if I hit the button and it passes this notify, then it's gonna switch to the 3-hit combos. And then over here, it's going to be kind of tough. Because I almost wonder... Well, let's do the code first for them, at least. So I need... What do I need? Received notify. That's what I need. So received notify. And I'm just gonna have this open as a reference. This. Okay, so I don't need to tick that box. So here, and I could get rid of you and you. It's clear. So when the notify is received, let's see, how am I gonna do this? Okay, so I think I want the code to switch between the two. To happen in here. So, you know, I almost want the quick attacks to be the default. And then it switches in here. So I need an event to happen so it knows when to switch it. So yeah, I need... So from the mesh component, I'm getting the anim instance, which all it is a reference to the animation blueprint. And I need something... I need a new function in the play montage blueprint instance. To switch the style. So actually, I might not. I could probably just use the play montage function. So what I do is I come off here and I go play montage. That's the problem, is I don't know what the attack type is. So I do need to make a new function here. So switch attack style, and then inputs will be the enumerator for attack style. This is just called attack style. So we'll do that, and we'll switch it to the combos. So now in here, I go event switch attack style, and it just gets plugged into here with this. I could either be this or that. Okay, I see. So I'm going to need... So instead of switch attack style, I'm just going to call it set attack style, I think. Because this is what's going to set. Yeah, so set attack style, set it to combos. And then in here... So this doesn't need to be connected into here. This needs to be connected. Well, no, it does. I'm trying to figure out... So when I press the button, it fires off this event, which happens here. And then I need it to determine what... Okay, so I think I want the attack type to happen first, whether it's a left or right hit. So just gonna get rid of this for now. And get rid of this for now. So if it's a left or right hit, Or no. Here, I'm gonna undo everything here. Oh boy, oh boy. Work with me, Unreal. I want it to set either if it's gonna be combos or quick attacks. I want to set it as a variable. So actually, we don't need this. I'm gonna promote this to a variable, call it attack style, set it to that, and then, if it's a left hit, it'll either play this, or it'll play this. And that'll, go based off of this variable. So the default value for this will be quick attacks. So actually, before I even do anything, I'm going to come back in here, and I'm just going to get rid of this because we don't need it. And then in here, goodness, it's so messy. I'm just going to scooch this over real quick. So we don't need this. So depending on if it's either a left or right hit, that's fine. We're going to get another switch on E attack style. And then we'll get the variable and we'll plug it in there. And then if it's combos, then we play this one. If it's quick attacks, then we play this one. And then we do the same for the right. Combos play this one, quick attacks play this one. Did that work? So what's going on here? So oh I have to, oh boy, just nah, this is fine. Don't worry about a thing, everything's under control. Okay, so what's going on here? We are, when we press the button, we determine if we're able to attack, and if we are, then we'll set attack input to false, and then we'll we'll fire off this event here. So going down the right path, say I hit the X button, this event will fire, which goes into here. Then, depending on if it's a left or right hit. Oh, did you call? Oh, did you? Oh, did you call? Shame you paid with pegs. See, we don't accept that kind of currency here. So your currency is invalid. It's listen, I don't make the rules. It's just a thing you're gonna have to get used to. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to convert your pegs into a currency that we accept here. What's the exchange rate? 1,000,000 pegs for 1 pip. Pegs into nodes. You know what'd be really upsetting? I was thinking about this while I was at work. If I do get affiliate and I have channel points, I want my channel points to be sandwiches, like node sandwich, so the points will be sandwiches, but the image is of a hot dog. Because of the whole is a hot dog a sandwich thing. I think that'd be very funny. Sandwich. So yeah, yeah, that's literal content right there, and I'm not gonna like point it out or anything. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, you know, you could pay with sandwiches to you know, highlight your message or unlock an emote. It's just an image of a hot dog. Hot dogs are tacos. I mean, that is fair too, and you know, it's why we have words. It's to associate one thing with another. Like, you don't go to a hot dog shop and ask for a sandwich. You ask for a hot dog, but a hot dog is a sandwich. A hot dog is also a taco. It's just true. Also, welcome in, Morango. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. I'm just explaining my messy code, and we're gonna hope and pray it works, because I think I came up with a solution and I haven't tested it yet, and we're gonna see. So what should happen is I have my quick attacks right here. It's going to play the quick attack first when I hit the button, and then when it reaches this point, then it's going to switch over to the 3-hit combos. So if I hit the button at any point before this, it's going to play another quick attack. But after this point, it should transition to the 3-hit combos. Have you looked at the Paragon characters? I do not know what that is at all. They all have a good example of combos. Gotcha. I don't know what that is. So yeah, we're gonna test this out, and I hope it works. With Anim Notifies? Gotcha. Okay. Heck yeah. It does work, but the notify happens late, so it's very snug. So I'm just gonna scooch it over back here a bit. And same with this. Free assets from Epic Games, gotcha. I mean, yeah. I mean, I have my own system. This is all... I mean, I made this quick attack system just now, but the whole 3-hit combo thing I did based off of a tutorial. So, I mean, there's a lot of... It's still pretty messy, but, like, especially the actual code I have for these notifies. But that's something I'll figure out off stream. It works. It's you know, it's a thing. But yeah, it works. Just now I have to switch it back to quick attack. So, since you just joined, I'm basically having it so there's quick attacks, and then you have a 3-hit combo. So this is the 3-hit combo. You could do it in either direction, and you can, you know, build combos with it. And basically, the 3-hit combos happen if you press the button with timing, but if you press it early, you do quick attacks. So that's the idea. I just need to basically figure out how within here to switch it back to doing quick attack. So I almost wonder if, like, right as the animation starts, I don't know if this will work. An attack integer and resets the integer if the animation completes before another attack. That's basically how I had it set up in the last stream I did of this, where each attack animation was based on an integer that another bit of code would, like, select. But the tutorial I was watching basically had it so that it's all in one animation montage, and it's segmented off into these sections so that these notifies are what, like, switches what type of animation you do. So basically, it's this notify right here that's like, if I do the first hit of the 3-hit combo, once the animation gets to this point, it's basically like, if you press the square button, it goes into this animation, but if you press the X button, it goes into, where is it? This animation over here is the idea. So yeah, that's how I have it set up here. Right, so like right as the animation starts, I just want to add this notify. So if you press the button at this point, so we'll say like, actually we could say like frame 3. And then we can move this notify back here. Yeah, we have multiple combos. So the idea is you can either swipe left or right. So it's not like there's heavy or light attacks. The heavy and light attacks are like basically the third hit of the combo is like a more powerful hit that does more damage. You can swipe left or right, so you can build combos based off that. So if you press right and then right again, you do like a spin attack, but if you press right and then left, you do like a right swipe and then like an upswing. And these directional swipes are basically going to be like, say an enemy is blocking, like he's shielding the right half of his body, but his left half is open. So you get blocked if you do a right swing, but you can hit him if you do a left swing. That's the idea. So you're able to do an input at frame 3, which is right here. But if you do an input, then it switches over to quick attacks. So if you complete the animation, which will be about right here, then it switches back to being like, if you press the button again, you could do combos. So actually, I think I want this to be about there. Yeah. I mean, let's just see if that works. And now that's only set for the left swipe, the first hit of the combo. So that's the one I'm gonna have to test it on. So let's see. Okay, so that's hitting it with timing. Oh, you know what? You know what I think the problem may be? Is, I don't have any code on here. That might be why. The brain might be a little empty, but that's okay. We can deal with that. Yeah, so all this notify is gonna do is it's gonna take this and it's gonna do the exact same, but it's gonna switch it to the quick attack. Oops. There we go. I was wondering how you handle notifies. I mean, again, this is all based off of a tutorial I did. I'm not the most experienced when it comes to Unreal Engine. I'm basically just learning as I go and through YouTube tutorials and struggling rigorously. But yeah, I have. This is, I think, the main one right here, the combo notify state, which basically I can open the code for that. That is right here. This is just when it hits this part of the animation, switches the part of the combo. It does. So it's like determining what the next part of the combo would be. Skip the tutorials, refer to docs. I mean, yeah, that is very fair. There is a lot of really bad tutorials out there. I've had my fair share of experience with tutorials that are just like, alright, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to do this. Oh wait, no, actually, you're going to want to do this instead. And then he's like trying to like figure it out as he's doing the tutorial, which is the complete wrong way to teach someone. You did a 27-part broken tutorial? Yeah, there are some terrible tutorials out there. I am well aware of that. There are some good ones, though. Like, the whole way I have this set up is basically because of a tutorial. And it does, in fact, make it so that the code is much cleaner. It's more segmented into, like, separate, like, things here, which I admit could be more organized. And it's, you know, it makes use of blueprint instances, and stuff like that. I think the best tutorials are, I don't know if you've ever watched, Royal Skies on YouTube. He mostly, like, he's done Blender tutorials, and he's kind of dipping his toe into Unreal Engine tutorials now. He prioritizes tutorials as, like, short, at most, like, 30 seconds, like, here's how to do the thing, and I'm just gonna get straight to the point. I know what I'm talking about, and this is just, like, how I do it, or, like, this is how this thing works. And it's been, his tutorials, especially for Blender, have been so useful for me, because it's like sometimes I just want him to, like, get to the point. I'm like, I forgot how this thing works, just tell me how to do it real quick, and he just does. And it's, is he the bald guy making the horror game? No, he doesn't have a face cam, but I've mostly used his tutorials for, like, figuring, like, just I forget how to do inverse kinematics in Blender. Just remind me how to do it. And he just, in 30 seconds, he's just like, here's how to do it. And I love those kind of tutorials because they're quick, they're short, they get right to the point. But yeah, I do agree, you know, the docs are pretty useful too. Sometimes they're a bit hard to understand for me because it's just like, it is very explicit in what it says, in a way that's almost kind of convoluted, but, you know, I'll get there. Zero Blender or any kind of modeling. Yeah, he's not perfect, but I did model this character on my own. It's, you know, and I'm trying to do the modeling for the characters on my own, just to have the experience with it. I don't know. I think he looks fine. It's, you know, again, not perfect, but, you know, I'm proud of my boy. By the way, this is Jimmy. He's the protagonist of the game I'm making. Right. I got on a tangent, and I'm like, I need to test the thing I did. So that's doing it with timing, and then doing it early. Yeah, there we go. So if you spam the button, he does, like, quick attacks. But if you press it with timing, you do a 3-hit combo. And it's still a little jank, and I need to adjust the timings of it a little better. But, you know, it's a system, and it works. So there we go. Also, welcome in, Running Bird. Hope you're doing well. I just got my really janky code to work somewhat decently. Yeah, so now we're just gonna make some optimizations to, like, just the timings of everything. So I think I want the attack input to come even earlier. Just to make it so you can spam better. That, yep. Now that's spamming the button, if I do say so myself. But if you time it, you do a 3-hit combo. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh yeah, and if you want, you can, you know, you can send me a tip with Ko-Fi. You don't have to. There's literally no incentives. It's just a tip jar. But that's an option. Yeah. Perfect. All right. So now we are doing good. All right. So we just need to add in these notifies for the rest of the combos. So this is on, so you gain input on frame 3 of the like combo tree. So this starts on frame 30, so on frame 33 we'll start the attack input. We'll add the notify for quick attacks, and then over here we'll add the notify for the combos. And that's basically how we're going to do it for the rest of these. So this starts on frame 60. So we'll do that. And yeah, this is basically just going to be a lot of me just doing this. I can't believe I got this to work. Because usually when I'm doing coding, it's just a really janky method. But yeah, I was able to actually learn from the tutorial and adapt my own thing to it, which I am very proud of. That usually never happens. Yo, thank you, Marengo, for the follow. Really appreciate it. Yeah, now hopefully I should have a more consistent like schedule for streaming. So thank you. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, so yeah, thank you so much. Every Tuesday I start stream at 5. Every Friday I start stream at 4. And then every Saturday I start stream at 11:30 at night. So yeah, that's basically the schedule I have set for myself. So I hope you come by some more streams, and I really appreciate it. All right, we're almost done here. So these hits are more quick, so we'll just do that there. Hey Wiljo, how you doing? We're doing some pretty successful coding here. We're actually almost done with the system I have set up here. So now I basically have a system where it if you spam the button, you do like quick attacks. See you around stream occasionally on Monday or Tuesday. I'll try to raid you if you're online. Oh, heck yeah. Heck, maybe I'll check out one of your streams sometimes. That sounds awesome. But yeah, we just finished the system I have. So if you spam the button, he does quick attacks, and then if you do it with timing, he does a 3-hit combo. So you can spam it, and you can alternate, which actually looks pretty fluid. And then if you do it with timing, you do a 3-hit combo. And then you can go back to spamming it, and then do another 3-hit combo. Ah, this looks so cool. I can't believe I got this to work. And then you can dodge roll to cancel out of it. Now, just as a safety precaution, thanks, Joe. You know, there is a badge that you can equip for the stream that lets me know that you're viewing the stream in audio only mode. I'm pretty sure, and it's not like a global badge. Like you should be able to equip it for my stream only. So I remember you're viewing the stream in audio only mode. Hopefully, when I reach affiliate, oh, that's a thing I was gonna do. I was gonna, because I have the stream downscaled to 720p, and I lowered the bitrate, which apparently helped a little bit, but went back to lagging. I'm pretty sure you're well aware. I mean, I guess that's true. But I was gonna try and see if I can run the stream at 30 frames per second to see if that would help, but I completely forgot about that. But yeah, no, we just got that system work, and oh yeah, as a safety precaution, I do just want to make it so that when the animation is completed, it defaults to one of the attack styles, so it's more consistent. So I accepted this as a podcast. So yeah, let's see. I'm not entirely sure where I would do that. We could probably get rid of these print strings. We don't really need those anymore because I'm done testing this. I almost wonder Alright, I'm just gonna come in here and just mess around a bit while I think about how I want to do this. So the default is the quick attacks, so you could spam the button. And then it sets it to the 3-hit combos. So actually, I might not need to have like a default setting, because what I could do is just have the default be the 3-hit combos, and then it'll always, no matter what, switch back to it. So that would be, I think here, yeah, just set the default to the 3-hit combo. And then there we go. And then no matter what, you're always doing a 3-hit combo, even if you do quick attacks. Even if you end on a quick attack, it always switches back to doing the 3-hit combos. And there we go. And then obviously the quick attacks will work. I'm still very proud that I actually got this to work. I was very nervous doing this on stream, because I'm like, if last stream was any indication, I figured I'd be like really struggling with this, but I'm actually really glad I got this to work. It wasn't that hard. I explained earlier that I have a new way of handling the attacks. So now instead of switching it based on an integer, it's switching the combo in one single animation montage in these like sections. So it's all like held within one montage. There's no like big jumble of code anywhere. It's adaptable. I can add more to it. And all the code is based on these notifies that fire within the animation. So it's more animation based instead of it being a big pile of nodes, a node sandwich, if you will, on like the player character or the animation blueprint or whatever. It is a lot more convenient, yeah. So So yeah, I know you just got in here, Wiljo, but I got the quick attacks to work, and that's basically all I had planned for the stream. So I might end pretty soon unless I could think of something else I might want to do. I'm just glad I got this attack system to work, and it looks very fluid. Like, even if you spam one button, it's fine. I just don't know what else I want to try and do. Because honestly, I thought I was going to have to spend a lot more time figuring out how to get this to work. Yeah, I think next on the docket would be, like, unless I can think of more ways to implement, like, gameplay features. You know what? On Saturday's stream, I might work on the UI a bit. So I'll have, like, an indicator for, like, the player's health and, like, energy consumption and stuff, because the way I want the attacking to work is I want the attacking to spend energy, kind of like Dark Souls style or Elden Ring style. Is it like Kingdom Hearts each world get a special UI? Maybe. I'm not entirely sure of the art style I want to use quite yet, but maybe. That's a question for a later stream probably. But yeah, each time you attack, it spends a little bit of energy. I mean, it's not like stamina. Like, it's not going to be like a big hit, and sprinting's not going to deplete stamina. When you dodge roll, it's going to deplete like a little bit of stamina, and then as you're sprinting, it's just going to like stay at the same level. So you can sprint forever. But then when you stop sprinting, that's when the meter's going to fill back up again. Each attack is going to spend energy, and that's going to basically make it so that you can't just infinitely cheese a battle. So it's going to fill up quick. It's just going to basically end your combo once it runs out. So, like, physical mana, basically, that's the idea. And then you can use items to refill it quicker. So yeah, that's the idea. Do you go into burnout? No, I'm thinking, like, you could still, like, move around normally like this, but, like, the energy has to be, like, at a certain level in order to be able to dodge roll and sprint again. The no stamina punishment is basically, you don't go into like a like exhaustive state, because that's annoying. Once you run out of stamina, you're able to just run around like normal. You just can't attack or dodge roll. So you can still run out of the way. But yeah, and the energy will fill up quick. So once it reaches a certain point, you'll be able to dodge roll and then sprint. And then as long as you're holding down the button, even if you have no stamina, you'll still be able to sprint. You can't block yet. That's a thing I'm going to have to implement later. And I know I implemented some form of blocking in a previous stream, but I basically reworked the entire animation or attack system since then, so I'm gonna have to redo the blocking and all that. That's for a different stream. So yeah, that's the idea. I'm thinking, yeah, for Saturday stream, I might work on the UI, get the health in there, get the stamina in there, and then make it so that when you attack, it depletes a tiny bit of stamina, and then make it so that it automatically refills once you're not doing anything. I think that'll be good for Saturday stream, because that's definitely, since there's going to be a lot of systems that utilize the stamina, it's definitely going to take a lot longer to implement. So I'm thinking Saturday, since I can safely go longer then. I think that'll be good for then. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think today's been pretty successful, and it didn't take that long either. The attacking feels good, you know. I can still kick the guy around. And yeah, I swear I thought this would take longer, but it's actually working pretty well. Yeah, thanks for coming by. Yeah, from my point of view, it took like 2 minutes. I know, it's very impressive how time works like that. Yeah, I'll definitely see you guys on Saturday. Let's see who's online that we can raid. I'm not following very many game dev channels, so we can't exactly be on theme with the whole raid thing. But yeah, let's just see who's live. And I don't know, maybe we can raid like Germa or something. 8-bit drummers doing music again. Coney's playing Party Animals. Other than that, there's not really a lot of people online. You know, let's raid Coney. Why not? Did that work? Yeah, there we go. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys on Saturday.